If you search about remedies for hair loss or how to promote hair growth in any platform, I guarantee you will see the name of biotin tablets, serums, or hair masks popping up. But what is this biotin? Does it really help with hair growth? How does it work? Should you use it? I'll be answering all these questions in today's video, so stay with me till the end. Hi, this is Sarah Deeba. I love science, hair care, and science of hair care, and today I'll be revealing the truth about biotin for hair growth. First of all, what is biotin? Biotin is a vitamin that is commonly known as vitamin B7 that helps convert the food you eat into energy. Not only that, it also supports the whole body system to work properly, as well as helps with the maintenance and repairs of cells. It's a necessary compound in our hair, nails, and skin. Can biotin deficiency cause hair loss? Yes, it can. Nutritional deficiency may impact both hair structure and hair growth. But biotin is not the only nutrient. There are a lot of other nutrients and vitamins, the deficiency of which can cause hair loss, like iron or vitamin D. You can never be sure you are biotin deficient without doing a proper test, as nutrients deficiency isn't the only cause of hair loss either. It can be genetics or some autoimmune disease or traction alopecia. There can be so many reasons behind hair fall, and only a dermatologist can say for sure which factor is contributing to your hair fall after taking your history and doing proper tests. Can you be biotin deficient? Yes, you can. The chance of it, while not zero, but actually is pretty low. Researchers have shown that around 50% of men and women are affected by pattern hair loss by age 50. Yet, the worldwide biotin deficiency is rare. Unless you are a pregnant or breastfeeding woman, or have been on medications for a prolonged time, or have been consuming raw eggs, drinking alcohol, or smoking for a long time, your chance of having a biotin deficiency is very low. Can biotin prevent hair loss and help with hair growth? First of all, what kind of biotin? Do you mean those biotin shampoos, conditioners, or hair masks in topical hair care products? Then the answer is no. Topical biotin isn't going to do anything for you in terms of hair loss. How about biotin supplements? Yes, they can, but only if you are deficient in biotin. Researchers have found no link so far between hair growth and biotin supplements where the participants were not deficient in biotin. Hair fall in healthy people is usually caused by a variety of factors like genetics, excessive stress, post-pregnancy hormonal shifts, nutritional deficiencies other than biotin medications, and acute illness. Issues like thyroid disorders, iron deficiency, low vitamin D, and protein intake can also trigger excessive shedding. In these cases, hair loss cannot be simply corrected by biotin supplements. The underlying triggers need appropriate treatment instead. Can you take biotin supplements even if you're not deficient? Technically, yes, you can. I mean, who's gonna stop you? But you shouldn't. Too much of a good thing is also bad. In November 5, 2019, FDA issued a warning about biotin interfering with lab tests. FDA stated that many dietary supplements promoted for hair, skin, and nail benefits contain biotin levels up to 650 times the recommended daily intake of biotin. Biotin in blood and other samples taken from patients who are ingesting high levels of biotin in dietary supplements can cause clinically significant incorrect lab test results such as falsely high or falsely low results depending on the test. But what made FDA particularly concerned is that biotin interference causing a falsely low result for troponin, a clinically important biomarker to aid in the diagnosis of heart attacks, which may lead to a misdiagnosis or potentially serious clinical implications. The FDA continuously receives adverse events reports indicating biotin interference caused falsely low troponin results, and these false test results might prevent your healthcare provider from finding out the real cause behind your hair loss. Some of the best supplements from Amazon contains vitamin A, vitamin E, and selenium, along with advertised nutrients like iron, zinc, biotin, etc. However, the overdose of vitamin A, vitamin E, and selenium can trigger hair fall, opposite to what you were expecting. So, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Why are biotin supplements so popular? Hair loss is not only tied with our outside appearance, it deeply affects our psychology and self esteem too. Unfortunately, this weakness of ours is a great strength of the marketing team of various supplement brands. Often, these supplements contain multiple vitamins and nutrients, and those actually do the job, not the biotin. For example, you might be deficient in vitamin D, and that might be causing your hair fall. But you took a supplement advertised as biotin supplement, but that also contained vitamin D. So that vitamin D actually helped with your hair loss. But since you never did any testing to find the cause of your hair loss, you were convinced that it was biotin that helped you. And this happens with a lot of people. Another scenario is if you are a pregnant or breastfeeding mother, you have a higher chance of facing biotin deficiency during this period of time. In that case, taking biotin during this period might help with your hair loss. There are also some temporary hair losses that resolve with time. But since most people don't know that, they think that it's biotin supplements that help them. Do biotin supplements have any side effects? A search of the keywords hair loss within the vitamin and dietary supplements section of Amazon gives more than 900 products result. They all have different formulations and different complexes of vitamins. There is very limited evidence on the role of nutrient supplements for hair growth in absence of deficiencies. Despite this, people often seek nutrient supplements as a treatment for hair loss. And alarmingly, a large number of people take these supplements without consulting with their healthcare provider at all. What's even more unfortunate is that in many social platforms, some aestheticians, trichologists, or even dermatologists are seen giving random advice of taking supplements. But the supplement industry is not without risk. The US Food and Drug Administration does not have the authority to review dietary supplements for safety and effectiveness before they are marketed, and it is therefore the responsibility of manufacturers. In the case of no deficiency, oversupplementation may cause toxicity for some people, may mess with your test results, prevent you from finding out the real cause of your hair loss, or even trigger hair loss, as I explained before. Take our tips. If you want to treat your hair fall, you must identify the cause first. So, do see a dermatologist. Focus on managing hair fall triggers related to diet, stress, and health conditions. If you do want to try out a supplement, make sure to check with your doctor to ensure its safety, suitability, and appropriateness. Let me know if you have any other questions related to hair growth. I'll try my best to answer them. See you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. And remember, healthy hair comes from within. This is Sarah Diba signing off today from Diba's Quest.